Y'all ready? It is 9:02 a.m. on Tuesday, September 21st, 2021. I could have counsel for the parties. Put your
Brenda
appearance on
Eugene.
record.
Brenda Eugene
sorry.
on behalf of the State Attorney's Office.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Let's just go ahead and do the 33-day motions because I'm waiting on my computer.
Okay.
Who do you have first, Your Honor?
Pittman.
Oh, Pittman, I apologize. Shane Tyler Pittman, 21 CF 9285, denied, information was filed. Theodore Coley, 21 CF 11736, granted, notice of non-filing. Orlando Solis, 21 CF 8816, granted, notice of non-filing. Suzanne Depew, 21 CF 9758, denied, information was filed. Leonard Keaton, 21 CF 11648, denied, information was filed.
Okay, hold on 1 second. What was the last one you said?
Leonard Keaton,
Okay, got it.
Keith Bell, 21 CF 9672, granted, notice of non-filing. Antonio Dewan Brown, 21 CF 9643. 33rd day is actually tomorrow, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to deny it. So, Ms. George, your office just needs to file a new motion tomorrow?
If we file it tomorrow, Your Honor, he'll be here past the 30th. I don't think it'll be heard tomorrow. Can we just reset it for tomorrow and I have the motion filed?
You can, but you have to submit a new order. Your colleague and I have this conversation all the time, because technically, if we did it by the rules, you could file it on the 30th day, and then he would be released on the 33rd, but your order doesn't say that, neither does your motion.
Right, we're
So-
in the process of getting the order changed
Okay.
in our system. So I would just ask if it could be reset for tomorrow morning. I'll have the order and everything filed and sent over to the JA, Your Honor, just to make sure, and filed. I have it filed and sent over to your JA.
Okay, that works.
But yeah, they're trying to create the whole program so it fixes that issue.
Right. I'm fine with that. It just has to say that, and then we can do it that way.
Correct. Thank you.
Israel Corporon, 21 CF 9520, denied, information was filed.
I don't have that.
Oh,
Wait, maybe it's one of these. Hold on.
your add-on docket?
There it is. So the information was filed on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Miracle Jackson, 21 CF 9530, denied, information was filed. Willie Manning, 21 CF 9604, granted, notice of non-filing.
So on Willie Manning, it's a robbery with a firearm, and the state has not made a filing decision?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
So on a charge of robbery with a firearm, he will be released on his own recognizance?
I can double check, Your Honor, but when I checked earlier, there was a notice of non-filing.
All right. Well, that's up to the state. Who do you have first? Please tell me your name.
Francis Anderson.
21 CF 12540. You're here charged with domestic battery by strangulation. At this time, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in this case. There is probable cause here. Is he on probation?
He is, Your Honor.
He was placed on probation in April of this year, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, so there's probably going to be a violation of probation warrant, but I don't have that today. So I don't know if that's coming or not. So at this time, your bond on this case will be $10,000. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. Were you two living in the same residence?
No, ma'am.
All right, so you can't return to her residence for any reason? Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Shamika Johnson.
21 CF 12569. You're here charged with aggravated assault, domestic violence. There is probable cause. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Me? You talking to me?
Ma'am, you can say anything you want, but everything you say is being recorded and can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you have a question for me?
No.
Okay.
If I could get a OR.
That's not going to happen. At this time, your bond is $5,000. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Question.
First, answer my question. Do you understand what?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I have we have 5 kids together. He stays in Ohio. He was only down there because of my 16-year-old ended up pregnant. So we was trying to get that together, like what we was going to do next. But I've been dealing with this. I'm kind of like the breadwinner, but I don't have nowhere else to go. I just moved down here.
So what I'm going to order is that you have to maintain a separate residence. This court does not have jurisdiction to order him to leave. I can't tell him to leave the house. I don't have jurisdiction to do that. But I do have jurisdiction to tell you that you can't have contact and you have to maintain a separate residence. So if he's living there, you can't live there. But if he leaves, you can live there. I just can't make him leave.
Okay, so how am I supposed to, like, get my kids to school? Because he don't do that. How am I supposed to get my kids to school, and how am I supposed to, like, maintain my household if he's in my household?
You're going to have to talk to your attorney. I can't give you legal advice, but I can tell you some people use options like a grandmother or an aunt or a friend who can help them coordinate things. But I can't tell you how to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. And I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings. Just call the number on that piece of paper right away. Please tell me your name.
Shonda Mahone.
21 CF 12568. You're here charged with aggravated assault with a weapon and battery domestic violence.
Your Honor,
Hold on, I'm going to appoint an attorney. Yes, ma'am.
can we approach for a second on this?
Yes. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I appointed you
No,
first,
that's-
so you could. All right, thank you for your patience. Sorry, I had to talk to the lawyers for a minute. All right. Sir, did you wish to testify here today?
No, I was just told to be.
Hold on, if you want to make any statements at all, I need you to be sworn in. Do you want to make a statement?
No,
okay. All right, give me one moment. I just need to pull this up. It takes me a little bit in the computer. Can I see the attorneys one more time? I'm sorry, I have a question. I should have asked this a minute ago. Clarification for me this morning. Again, I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's try this again. All right, ma'am. There is probable cause in this case. Give me one moment. I got to look at something else. Rebecca, can she qualify for pretrial release?
You're not.
She cannot? All right.
Out on bond.
Yeah, I know, that's why.
DUI.
All right. At this time, ma'am, your bond on count 1 will be $500. I'm going to treat count 2 as a subsidiary, so that'll be $100. With special conditions, you can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
I can't. Do I get to go get my stuff though?
Hold on, I'll get to that. You can't text him, you can't call him, you can't send a message through friends or family, you can't speak to him, no contact at all. You understand? All right, I understand you're upset. I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
All right, you can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. I'm going to order you must maintain a separate residence. I will allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you don't coordinate that with the victim, you coordinate that with law enforcement. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, ma'am. I'll take no action on the out on bond. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Jarrell Leon Newkirk.
21 CF 12573. You're here charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, domestic violence. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in this case. There is probable cause. Your bond will be $5,000. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You two do not live together. Are you neighbors?
No,
No.
I have my own place, she have her own place.
All right. And it's not like on the same street?
No,
Okay, because I'm going to order you can't return to her residence or be within 1,000 feet of her residence. That shouldn't be a problem?
no ma'am.
All right. All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Kevin Bradley.
21MM6636. You're here charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you in this case. Give me one moment. Does the state object to pretrial release?
No objection.
I see that he qualifies. Sir, I'm going to place you on pretrial release and require that you post a monetary bond. However, I will reduce that amount to $100. With special conditions, you can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You must maintain a separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you cannot coordinate that with the victim. Do you understand? Give me one more moment. I need to look at something. Sir, you served in the Army?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your service. All right. I'm not asking you to say anything about this. I just want to tell you that I know there's some veterans programs available, so make sure you talk to your attorney about that.
Absolutely.
Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Edwin Caraballo.
You're here charged with battery, domestic violence, and 21MM6616. There is probable cause, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Is this that he was released from DOC in '06?
Yes.
Is that what that says?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. November 14th.
I guess that would be a day you would remember.
Yes, ma'am. Never forget it.
All right, give me one more minute to look at some things. Your bond is $500. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You must maintain a separate residence, and I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings.
It's my sister. We live separate completely anyway, so.
Oh, you already do?
Yeah, I take care of her son. Anyway, you'll learn later. But, okay.
Okay, so that'll be easy then. Okay, good. Good luck, sir. Thank you. 21MM432, there is probable cause. Ms. George, I'm going to appoint your office. I understand about the mental health issues, but at this time, because of the nature of this offense and all of the other out on bonds, I'm going to revoke those.
Okay. I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor. I would just point out that I don't think he fully understands.
Right.
If you read the facts, he stated that he was, he lives there, that's his home. Aspire had dropped him, and his last evaluation stated the same thing. He's still not competent to proceed by Dr. Ruiz. So I don't, even if you set a bond in this case, I do not believe he's gonna be able to bond out.
My concern is his safety as well as the petitioner in that injunction. It does appear that he's not following court orders, and I'm not sure if that's because he's not competent to follow them, but I'm concerned that this appears to be sort of a revolving door with the exact same charge. So I think your office is gonna have to file a motion to get him bonded out.
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. I just don't believe that's why he keeps going back. It doesn't appear that he's being violent or anything.
Right.
It just appears that he thinks that that's his home. So that would be my only argument. It would be different if he's being violent, but it appears he's just going back believing that he lives there.
I just think if we release him again, he's just gonna do it again. He's just gonna keep picking up criminal charges because that's my concern.
Yeah, I think that he's gonna keep doing it regardless.
get hurt.
I don't think that holding him is gonna help, Your Honor. I think because he's incompetent, it's gonna continue to happen, which is why he has so many.
When was he found incompetent last?
I just looked at the first case there, and it's showing his last evaluation was in July, 23rd of this year.
Did a judge sign an order finding him incompetent?
Yes, August 6th of this year. And then they released him on his own recognizance. Based on that, Your Honor.
And what says the state?
There was a conversation going on, Your Honor, so what is the question? Are we asking about the out on bond, or are we talking
Yes.
about? Due to his incompetence, Your Honor, well, the issue is he's going to keep going back,
Right.
and he's just going to keep racking these up.
That's my concern. It's also for him and his safety.
No, I understand, but I think what's going to end up happening, which has happened in all these cases, is we're going to hold him at no bond. He's going to sit here. We're going to file the motion to release him. They're going to release him again, and then, which has happened in each of these cases. So it's going to continue to happen.
Right, it just keeps happening.
I don't think that, I think it's because of the incompetence that it keeps happening. And he does not meet the requirements for commitment. So whether we hold him at no bond right now, all we're doing is filing the motion again. He's gonna get released because he doesn't meet the requirements for commitment on ROR, and we're gonna be doing the same thing over and over again. It's just a lot more filing of motions to get him right back out. Again, I would just point to the fact that he's not being violent, which would be a concern, but it just appears that he's going there thinking he lives there, which would bring me back to the incompetence.
Yeah, I know.
And then he mentioned something about Aspire dropping him, which is, I mean, it's like he has nowhere to go, which is the sad part, Your Honor.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. His bond in this case will be $5,000, no return, no victim contact. I'm going to take no action on the out on bond cases. Can you make some notes for your colleagues to figure something out to help your client? Because this doesn't seem to be in anyone's best interest, but
I agree, Your Honor. Yeah.
I get that he doesn't meet the requirements for commitment. I just, seems like a shame. Okay. Please tell me your name.
Jason Dante Davis.
#21 MM 6637. You're here charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
You could qualify, Your Honor.
Can the state advise when the arrest for aggravated battery on a pregnant person happened?
A moment, Your Honor.
Is that an open case? Mr. Davis, is it just the two of you who live in that house?
Yes, ma'am. I just got custody of my son earlier this year.
Your Honor, Just as an update, it wasn't in Orange County. I'm not finding it in Orange County, so I'd have to look Osceola.
Okay.
No, it was, October 28th of 2004.
Oh, all right, well, that's a long time ago. Thank you. Well, this is complicated, Mr. Davis, because I have to order that you have no contact with the victim and that you have to maintain a separate residence from him. But he's 16 and it's your house and he's your son.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. This is a very complicated situation. The reason he's with me is a similar scenario with his mother. He basically got kicked out of something similar with his attitude, and I'm just now seeing the attitude that she was telling me about. And it's an unfortunate that me and him got into a fight, our first fight, and it's I don't really know what else to do anymore now because I can't be in this type of predicament. This is not
Right.
who I am. So I'm trying to decide what to do after I leave here because I'm not going to go through this again with him. I have other children to take care of, and which my son, I told
They don't live in the house
no,
with
ma'am,
you?
they come, they live in Atlanta, but they do come to visit me from time to time. So me being in jail and stuff like that is not the path that I choose.
So here's the thing. I read it. You have my sympathies, but because it's a domestic violence charge and there is probable cause, like I said, I have to order you to have no contact and that you have to maintain a separate residence. I don't have the victim here today to testify, so without that testimony, I cannot allow you to have contact. So I've appointed the public defender's office. She's going to give you a sheet with a number for you to call to find out who's actually representing you. I'm going to place you on pretrial release with those conditions, the no contact and the maintain separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings. But, Ms. George, also can you make a note for, this one's really complicated too because the 16-year-old can't just be living by himself.
Right.
No, I was gonna see, I don't have it in front of me. Was DCF notified in that?
It doesn't say.
On the front, it does say DCF was notified, but it doesn't say that in the
Where?
affidavit.
Yeah. Where does it say it on the front?
Under offenses, it says DCF notified, and there's a Y.
Okay,
Or just
I see that.
say comply with any DCF orders? I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to put a plan in place, Your Honor.
I'll order you must comply with any DCF plan set in place. Those are the only conditions I'm going to order. Like I said, you have my sympathy. It's a tough situation, but
If you got
my hands are tied today.
may I speak? 'Cause I'll be honest. If the relationship,
Hold on one second, before you say anything. Everything you say is being recorded and can be used against you later. So do you want to have a moment and talk to your attorney and then talk to me?
Your Honor, just to confirm, it's just straight pretrial release, no monetary bond? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir. Stay in touch with your attorney. Please tell me your name.
Justin Joseph Azumi.
21 MM 6642. You're here charged with stalking, domestic violence. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There is probable cause here. Hold on one second, I need to pull this up again. All right. Your bond on this charge will be $5,000. You can have no contact with the victim or any witness in this case. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You can't return to the scene for any reason. You can't be within 1,000 feet of the victim's residence or place of employment. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
At this time, I'm revoking your bond in 21 MM 5438.
Revoking, Your Honor.
It means you were out on bond in a case. I've revoked it. You'll be held at no bond until your attorney files a motion in front of the trial judge to get you a new bond. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor,
Yes.
is it possible that we could also say no return to the middle school, Freedom Middle School?
Yes, what happened at the middle school? I got to pull it back up again.
The allegation is he went there and hurled racial slurs at her 13-year-old daughter.
I do see that. You cannot return to Freedom Middle School.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go back to Canada now after this.
I can't hear you.
Your Honor, may I ask you a question?
You can say anything you want. Everything you say is being recorded and can be
Yes.
used against you
Yes.
later. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So you have me on a $5,000 bond
Yes,
on a misdemeanor?
yes,
Okay, and then you said that I can't even leave this jail now?
correct. When you're out on bond for
Yeah,
committing a
okay.
crime
Okay, I'm fine with that.
and you get
Thank
arrested.
you.
All right, good luck, sir. And then no return to Freedom Middle School. I added that. Okay, thank you. Please tell me your name.
Maureen Pickens.
21 MM 6639. You're here charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Does the state object to pretrial release?
No, Your Honor.
This is a very extensive out-of-state history.
I think it's almost 20 years ago, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
She stated it was almost 20 years ago.
Oh, I see.
Look, it says 2005.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
No.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You must maintain a separate residence, and I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings, but you cannot coordinate that with the victim. You also cannot return to Universal Studios or any of their properties, Hard Rock Hotel. You understand?
So the property that that our luggage and stuff,
I'll allow a one-time return there to gather your belongings as well, but then after that, you can't go back.
yes, ma'am. Yes, of course. And then,
Can she return to California, Your Honor?
Yes?
and can I return to my home there?
Well, you have to maintain a separate residence from the victim. So if he lives there, you cannot.
Yes, ma'am.
You also can't possess or consume any alcoholic beverages, and you'll be subject to random alcohol screens.
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
No? No, I don't need to say any of that. I don't know why they ask. She just has to be back here for court dates. Please tell me your name.
Denisha Sewell.
21 MM 6641. You're here charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Hold on one moment. Your bond is $500. You can have no contact with a victim. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You must maintain a separate residence, and I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings.
I live in the state of Colorado. How is that gonna work?
You still can't live in the same residence as the victim.
No, I understand that. I'm talking about like upon return.
Talking about what?
Upon return, leaving here, I'm
What do you
able
mean?
to go through the airport and whatnot, correct?
I didn't say you can't go to the airport. I am going to order that you can't be at the airport without a valid ticket. So you have to have a ticket in your hand if you're at the Orlando International Airport. And is there a child there? It says DCF will be
I saw
notified.
that as well, Your Honor. I was trying to figure it out.
Hold on. It says they share
Yeah,
two,
they share. Mm-hmm.
but were they there?
They're not mentioned anywhere else.
I don't see that. I'll just say comply with any plan set in place by DCF.
Like I don't have my priors or nothing.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I know she wasn't interviewed. Can she possibly be interviewed by pretrial release?
She was interviewed.
Oh, she was oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, I did.
Oh, she just didn't qualify. It's saying, on my sheet, it said inmate not interviewed. That's why I was asking.
Oh, yeah, she was interviewed.
She doesn't qualify?
That's what they put.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you understand, ma'am. It doesn't, you can return to Colorado, but you have court dates here. So if you miss a court date, a judge can issue a warrant for your arrest with no bond. So you don't want to miss your court dates. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, just stay in touch with your attorney.
Your Honor, because she lives out of state, would you consider at least reducing it to $250? I believe with the bail bondsman, it works differently when you're out of state because there's no, I'm assuming no ties here. It's going to be hard for her to post the bond, $500 bond.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong sheet. Give me 1 second.
All I see is it looks like a trespass in 2011. And it looks like a.
Yeah, and a failure to appear. What did I say the bond was? 500? No, I'm not inclined to reduce that. That's still pretty low. All right, good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Roger Tyndall.
21MM6640, you're here charged with battery domestic violence. There is probable cause, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Ma'am, did you wish to testify?
If need be,
I'm sorry?
yes.
Did she say yes?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Raise your right hand, please.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
I'm going to ask if the prosecutor has some questions for you.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Can you say your first and last name and spell your last name for the record, please?
Yes, I'm Maya Manning, and my last name is Manning.
Good morning, Ms. Manning. How do you know the defendant?
That is my child's father. I'm currently pregnant. Like, how did we meet or how do I know him?
No, just how do you know him?
That's my child's father. We live together.
And you said you're currently pregnant?
Yes.
Is he aware that you're pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Has something like this happened before?
It has in the past, but it wasn't like this serious.
Okay. And if something like this were to happen again, would you be comfortable calling the police?
Yeah, I would be.
Were drugs or alcohol involved in this incident?
No, not that I know of.
Are you afraid of him?
No, I'm not afraid of him.
And while this case is pending, would you like to have contact with him?
Yeah, I don't mind.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Is there anything else you wanted to tell me today?
Yes, I just want to state that I wasn't hit and he did not hurt me at all, but you know, and I'm not the one who called the cops. It was my mom, and I did ask her not to. So that's all that I would like to say.
All right, thank you. I show that he's on probation, but I don't have a VOP yet. So I'm going to set bond for you today, Mr. Tyndall, but I want you to know that if you are currently on state probation, they might issue a warrant for your arrest for violating that because you were arrested for this. So I just want to make sure you understand that. At this time, your bond on the battery charge will be $500 with special conditions. You can have no contact with the victim. Do you understand what no contact means? You have to answer out loud.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. I'll order you maintain a separate residence and allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings. All right, good luck, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck. Okay. Please tell me your name.
Rohan Ellis.
Hold on one second. (20 CF 572). It looks like you have a warrant for your arrest out of Hillsborough County for failing to appear on a charge of grand theft with no bond. We'll notify them that you're here so that they can transport you, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you in the meantime. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Jacqueline Marcigo.
2011 CF 36009. You have a warrant out of Brevard County. It looks like. Hold on. For violating your probation on a charge of lewd or lascivious conduct. There's no bond. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. They'll transport you if they can. We'll notify them but yeah, you have no bond. All right, good luck.
Brandon Palmer, TOT, Seminole.
Who?
Brandon Palmer
I don't have that person.
and Cameron Polk, bonded.
I don't have that person either. Please tell me your name.
Travis Sasser.
2019 CF 545. You have a warrant out of Flagler County. Hold on. For violating your probation on a criminal mischief charge, there's no bond. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. We'll notify them that you're here so they can transport you. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Dominic Garrett.
21 CF. Hold on. I don't know if I have that one. Yeah, 12575. You're here charged with possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver.
Your Honor,
I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Yes, ma'am.
I would argue, no PC for the possession with intent to sell. It appears the only thing that the officer based the possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver, is the amount of money, my client had. And he states the way in which the crack was cut. However, when there was a search, there was a pipe that was found. The co-defendant stated that they smoked together, which would indicate it's for personal use. I don't see where a scale was found, or any type of individual baggies. I would just argue there's a possession charge, but I would argue no PC for possession with intent to sell or deliver.
All right, what says the state?
At best, Your Honor, I would have to ask for an additional 24 hours, but barring that, there are no other indicia of selling.
All right, is the state requesting 24 hours?
Yes, Your Honor, I do not believe it will affect the defendant one way or the other, as he is two VOPs, so he's going to be held.
It will not. All right, I'll give the state 24 hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You still have a bond in this case, sir. It's $15,000. I'm not changing that. But you also have 2 violations of probation, 18 CF 12501 and 12356.
What's the other one? I was only on one probation.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. Those 2 cases, so one is tampering with a witness and one is felony battery, bodily harm.
I completed that probation.
You what?
I completed that probation.
I don't know. You might have. What I have is an arrest affidavit for those charges, for violating your probation. So you'll have no bond on those. I'll appoint an attorney in both of those cases. But if you have a defense, like your probation was ended before they violated you, that's a great defense. I don't know if that's accurate.
Violated me? Or this charge violated me?
Looks like this charge violated you.
Yeah, because I had been on probation for that for like a couple months now.
Hold on, let me see if, let me check the other one. Give me 1 second. No, it's both this charge. So just stay in touch with your attorney. I've appointed the public defender's office in each of these cases, because if you really did complete your probation, that is a defense. But I can't tell you right now. I don't have that information.
All right.
And I'll see you tomorrow. Please tell me your name.
Nicholas Hausman.
17 CF 6312. You're here for violating your probation for burglary of conveyance and petty theft. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you.
Does it say what violated me, ma'am? Like,
I'm looking right now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It takes a minute with the computer. Give me 1 minute. I'll tell you what. It says failing to remain within a specified place,
was homeless, yeah.
So that may be it. Hold on, there's more pages. Again, that same charge. Oh, it's all the same pages. There's not more pages. It says, you were no longer residing at the hotel.
Yeah, since I was released, I was out on, I was homeless for the whole time, so.
So that may be it. So I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Get in touch with your attorney right away because they can present any defenses that you have. There's no bond on this, so. Good luck, sir.
Does it say a court date or not?
I'm sorry?
Court date?
I can't set that. Please tell me your name.
Tavish Lee Bernard-Key.
20 CF 2296 and 4388. You're here for charges of violating your community control on both of those cases. At this time, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in each case. There's no bond. I'm sorry?
Can you tell me the reasons of violating?
Yes, just a moment. No, that's not what I want. By failing to successfully complete residential drug treatment at the Orlando Bridge. And I don't know, for some reason those same pages are in here 6 times. But that's it. That appears to be the allegation. All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name. 20 CF 6831. You're here for a violation of probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There is no bond in this case. And the allegation is you violated by failing to remain in a specified place and changing your residence, not reporting that. Looks like that's basically the only allegation. All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Roderick Miller.
19 CF 17523. You're here for a violation of probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. At this time, there's no bond on that VOP. And I can tell you what the allegation is. That you violated by failing to report to probation as directed. Several allegations of that. Failing to attend and successfully complete the batter's intervention program, failing to undergo drug and alcohol evaluation, a mental health evaluation, failing to pay your fines and fees as directed. I think that's most of them. That's all of the allegations. All right, good luck, sir.
Yeah.
Please tell me your name.
John Solongo.
20 CF 14123. You're here for violating probation on a charge of petty theft. There's no bond authorized, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. It's going to take a minute for my computer to pull up your case so I can tell you what the allegation of violation is. By changing your residence without first procuring the consent of your probation officer, failing to make restitution payments, failing to pay court costs and fines, failing to undergo drug and alcohol evaluation, and specialized treatment. All right, those are the allegations of violation. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Africa Worship.
20 CF 2011. You're here for violating your probation. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. At this time, there's no bond authorized on that warrant. The allegations are that you violated. By committing the criminal offense of driving while license suspended, DUI with property damage, and reckless driving. All right, good luck, ma'am. Anything else before court is in recess for the morning?
Nothing from the state?
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
And y'all, since this happened pretty quickly, I think I'm just gonna stay and do the afternoon. So how long does everybody need to get the afternoon ready?
An hour?
Okay,
An hour?
I'll go off record. It doesn't have to be on record.
That's
Oh, looking at me and I'm thinking, I can't bring him out. Please tell me your name. Who? Smith? Okay, hold on. I don't have that. Oh.
Amen.
All right, 21 CT 5503. Ms. George, your office represents him.
Yes, Your Honor. The state is making an offer of an adjudication of guilt, credit time served. I did speak to my client. We went over all the rights he would be giving up, and he would like to accept the state's offer here today.
All right.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Thank you. You can put your hand down. You had a chance to speak with your attorney about the rights you'd be giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Do you understand those rights? Do you have any questions for me about them? You had a chance to review that plea form. It further explains those rights. Do you understand that? All right. You understand if you're on probation anywhere, this plea could violate it? If you're not a U.S. citizen, you can be deported? Sir, at this time, how do you wish to plead to the charge of operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 49 days that you've been in custody. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay those. Good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing.
Leave it signed. Block.
Give me Harvey, mental health.
21 MM 5987. I'm going to appoint your office, Ms. George.
I'll waive the appearance and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 84 pretrial conference, October the 18th at 9 a.m. in 4B.
Joshua Williams, like,
21 MM 526. Ms. George, I'll appoint your office in that case as well.
I'll waive and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Division 82 pretrial conference, October the 18th at 10:30 a.m. in 10B.
Please tell me your name.
Jeremiah Deshaun Brasfield.
What happened to David?
What's the booking number?
I don't know what that be on it.
I don't have a booking number. You don't have him?
It's 21, I can give you the booking number because I'm looking him up. 21016863.
Was he supposed to be here for the regular docket?
No, it's an arraignment. All right. I don't know. All right, Mr. Brassfield, you're here in 21 MM 6633, charged with criminal mischief, damage greater than $200 but less than $1,000. At this time, sir, there is probable cause. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $500. You can't have contact with any victim or witness in this case, and you can't return to Office Depot located at 2847 South Orange Avenue. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Douglas Bronson.
21 MM 6632. You're here charged with trespass on property after warning. Is there an offer in this case?
Adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to the Walgreens at 2550 North Hiawassee Road.
Your Honor, I did speak to Mr. Bronson. We went over all the rights he would be giving up. He understands those rights and would like to resolve his case today.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. There is probable cause here, sir. You had a chance to speak with an attorney about the rights you'd be giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about them? No. Did you read that form that's in front of you? It further explains those rights.
Yes.
All right, you understand that if you're on probation anywhere, this plea can violate it.
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, you can be deported.
Yes.
At this time, how do you wish to plead a trespass on property after warning?
Contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 2 days you've been in custody. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay that. You cannot return to the Walgreens at 2550 North Hiawassee Road. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. Please tell me your name.
Yancey Fillmore.
21 MM 6602. You're here charged with retail petty theft and open container. Was there an offer in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, sir. There is probable cause here. Your bond is $500 on count one, $100 on count two. You can't return to the scene for any reason. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't possess or consume alcoholic beverages. Good luck, sir. Wait, can you hand me back the one I just signed? Yes. Okay, no, that's right. Sorry. I forgot something. Please tell me your name.
Joseph Andrew Nilo.
21 MM 6634. You're here charged with 2 counts of assault on a law enforcement officer and trespass on property after warning. Was there an offer in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, there is probable cause, sir. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Give me one moment. Your bond is $1,000 on count one, $100 on count two, and $100 on count three. You can have no contact with any victim or witness in this case. You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You cannot return to the Orlando International Airport without a valid ticket. Do you understand? Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Dominic McCoy.
21 MM 6635. You're here charged with trespass on property after warning. There is probable cause. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no, I'm assuming no return, correct? Oh, no.
It's the airport. I don't.
Okay, without a valid ticket. I did speak to Mr. McCoy, went over all the rights he would be giving up. He understands those rights and would like to resolve the case today.
Raise your right hand, sir.
Yes.
All right, you had a chance to speak with an attorney about the rights you'd be giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest today. Do you understand those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about them?
No.
All right, did you read that form that's in front of you? That further explains those rights.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about that?
No.
All right, you understand that if you're on probation anywhere, this plea can violate it.
Yes.
You understand that if you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported.
Yes.
At this time, how do you wish to plead a trespass on property after warning?
No contest.
I'll accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 2 days you've been in custody. Sir, I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay those, and you cannot return to the airport without a valid ticket. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, good luck. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. Please tell me your name.
Jalen Pruitt.
21MM6638. You're here charged with 2 counts of battery. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
Your Honor, she does qualify for pretrial release. I would ask for pretrial release in this case.
What says the state?
No objection.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to place you on pretrial release with special conditions. You can have no contact with either a victim in this case or any witness. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. You can't return to the airport without a valid ticket. Do you understand that?
Ma'am,
Any other conditions the state would request?
I do have a question. My suitcase is still at the airport. Can I go get my suitcase?
You don't have anyone that can get it for you?
I mean, I flew out here by myself.
All right, I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to get your belongings. All right, good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Alvin Warren, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. 21MM6625. You're here charged with trespassing and obstruction by false information. Was there an offer in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, the offer was an adjudication of guilt, credit time served. I did speak to Mr. Warren. We went over all the rights he would be given up. He understands those rights and would like to accept the state's offer here today.
Raise your right hand.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. There is probable cause here. You had an opportunity to speak with an attorney about the rights you'd be giving up if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about them?
Ma'am.
You had a chance to review that form in front of you that further explains those rights.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand everything?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I show that he has a detainer out of Polk County. Is that right?
Yes, he actually has.
Okay, so you understand that even if you enter a plea today to these 2 charges, you will not be released yet?
I know that, ma'am.
You know? Okay. Does that change your thoughts about entering a plea of guilty or no contest?
Ma'am.
All right. At this time, sir, how do you wish to plead to these 2 charges? Obstruction by false information and trespass.
No contest.
I'll accept your pleas. I find they're freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for the 2 days you've been in custody. Thank you for doing that. I have to order that you pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay that. I'm also going to order that you not return to,
It's a
It's a
vehicle.
vehicle, Your Honor. Your Honor, could you give him a year after release, because we don't know when he's being held?
yes, I will do that. Thank you for reminding me. So a year after date of release is how long he has to pay the court costs. All right, good luck, sir. You have 30 days to appeal in writing. No. Yes. Thank you. 21MO1086. Ms. George, I'm going to appoint your office. It's an open container.
Yeah, I wanted to know, do you know if he'll be able to come tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. There is probable cause. Bond is $100. Please tell me your name.
Excuse me?
What's your name?
Wayne Belcourt.
Are you able to hear me?
I'm hard of hearing.
Does this help?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Belcourt, you're here in 21 CT 954, charged with driving under the influence. There is probable cause. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. Did you hear all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give me one moment. Your bond is $500. You're not allowed to possess or consume any alcoholic beverages. You'll be subject to random alcohol screens. You can't drive without a valid Florida driver's license. You also cannot possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription, and you'll be subject to random drug screens as well. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Well Martinez.
21 CT 5198 and 5197. You're here for violation of condition of pretrial release charges. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in both of these cases. There's no bond in either. Good luck, sir.
Timothy Reed, bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you. On this, it doesn't have to have a start time? Okay, just making sure.
John Benjamin, Sierra Hernandez, Modelo. Patrick Weldon, also bonded. Patrick Weldon?
Welding too?
Yes, Weldon bonded. Wayne Barlow, refused.
21 CF 12310. I'll find his refusal a willing waiver of his appearance today. Ms. George, I'm going to appoint your office to represent him. It's a warrant. I'll stay the bonds as is, $2,500 on count 1, $150 on count 2. No victim or witness contact, not returned to the scene. And at this time, I'm revoking his out on bond case. Please tell me your name.
Ryan Delaney.
21 CF 12577, you're here charged with possession of cocaine. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your bond is $1,000. You're not allowed to possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand that? Ms. George, he's out on bond.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm inclined to revoke it unless you can give me a reason not to.
Your Honor, I would ask that you take no action on the out on bond. Based on the arrest affidavit, it stated that it was less than a gram and it's a nonviolent offense. So I would just ask that you take that into consideration and not revoke the out on bond.
What says the state?
I have no objection, Your Honor.
All right, I'll take no action on that. Sir, you should thank your attorney. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Anthony Etheridge.
21 CF 12554. You're here charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle. There is probable cause for the charge. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you in this case. Does anyone know what his sentence was for this conviction in May of this year? I just showed that he was convicted on May 24th for possession of meth. I mean, I'm guessing it wasn't probation because I don't see a VOP.
It looks as though it was a credit time served, Your Honor. Adjudication withheld, credit time served, 171 days.
All right, thank you. I'm going to stay the bond at $1,000 with special conditions. You can have no contact with any known drug dealers. You can't have any contact with any victim or witness in this case. And you can't possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name. I'm sorry? Mr. Gable, 21 CF 12570. You're here charged with petty theft with 2 prior convictions. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in this case, sir. Give me one moment, let me pull it up on my computer. All right, sir, your bond on this will be $1,000. You can have no contact with the victim. You can't return to the scene. And at this time, I'm going to revoke his out on bond case. Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Michael Ivan.
21 CF 12442. Sir, you're here charged with aggravated battery with a motor vehicle and leaving the scene of a crash with injuries. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you in this case. In this case, a warrant was issued for your arrest, so another judge has already found probable cause.
Your Honor, he does qualify for pretrial release. I'd ask that you place him on pretrial release to reduce the monetary bond.
So I was actually going to increase the monetary bond, counselor.
Well, I would ask that, in that case, Your Honor, I would ask that you place him on pretrial release and stay the monetary bond.
What says the state?
As long as there's a monetary bond, Your Honor, I have no objection. I would note that he is indicated to be a sex offender predator, Your Honor.
I see that, and I also see that he has a conviction for...
Fleeing and eluding in February of this year.
Right. Can you pull up what the sentence was on that case?
One moment.
Again, it's not probation because he's not on probation. And Ms. George, do you think your client is a good candidate for pretrial release?
Your Honor, I think that if you place him on pretrial release with the monetary bond, he would have, as opposed to just placing him on a monetary bond, he would have someone monitoring him in conjunction with that bond amount. As opposed to if we just stay the bond, no one would monitor, he would just have to post the bond.
It's in case number 20 CF 11023. He pled to fleeing and attempting to elude and was adjudicated guilty and got 2 days credit time served.
And I would also point out the other charge was in 1986, Your Honor.
I saw that, and it looks like it's out of state. All right, here's what I'm going to do, sir. I am going to place you on pretrial release and require that you post a monetary bond. However, I will not increase that bond.
Oops.
Your bond on count 1 will be $3,500. Your bond on count 2 will be $150. You can have no contact with any victim or witness in this case. Do you understand what no contact means? You can't possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. You can't possess or consume any alcoholic beverages or any controlled substances. You'll be subject to random drug and alcohol screens while on pretrial release. I want to pull up, does anyone have that address handy? Wasn't there a party? I don't know if I have the address of the party. Do you live on Maxey Drive?
Yes, ma'am. 1182 Maxey Drive.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to order him not to go back there then. Any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Antonio Maximo Luna.
21 CF 12578, you're here charged with possession of cocaine. There is probable cause in this case. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
Oh, Your Honor, is this Kimball?
No, it's Luna.
Okay, thank you.
Did you wish to be heard on that?
No, it's Kimball.
Okay, right. Kimball, I'm anticipating a
Yeah.
discussion. All right, so Mr. Luna, your bond is $1,000. You can't possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription or have contact with any known drug dealers. At this time, I'm revoking your bond in 20 CT 834. Good luck, sir.
Well, there will be no argument.
Kimball is bonded, Your Honor.
Kimball bonded?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then-
I had the note there, Miss George.
Saved by the bell.
Please tell me your name.
Kaylani Matta.
One more time.
Kaylani Matta.
21 CF 12454. You're here charged with 4 counts of lewd or lascivious battery. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Does the state wish to be heard on bond?
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense?
Your Honor, I just ask that you take into consideration she has no criminal history. So I just ask that when setting the bond, you take that into consideration.
At this time, your bond on each count is $50,000. You can have no contact with a victim or any witness in this case. Do you understand what no contact means? You can have no contact with any minor child under the age of 18. You can't return to this scene for any reason. I need to pull this back up and see if this is where the victim lives. You can't return to the victim's home for any reason or be within 1,000 feet of the victim's residence or school. Do you understand that? Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Honor, Dixon. Caballero refused.
21 CF 12571, possession of cocaine. I'll find his refusal a willing waiver of his appearance today. Ms. George, I'm going to appoint your office to represent him. There is probable cause. I'll stay the bond at $1,000. No contact with any known drug dealers, not possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription. Sorry, I did that.
Singleton's in the hospital?
Okay, one moment. (21 CF 12445). I'm going to appoint your office, Ms. George.
I'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
All right. This is a warrant. Probable cause has already been found.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to stay the bond. It's $2,500 on count 1, $150 on count 2. Must comply with all reporting requirements. Please tell me your name.
David Arthur Smith.
21 CF 129. You're here because I think a capias was issued for your arrest. Let me pull it up. Give me one moment. For a failure to appear, yes, a capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear for arraignment on a charge of grand theft of a motor vehicle. The bond is $5,000, and I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Good luck.
Terry Torres bonded, Your Honor. Torres.
Please tell me your name.
Smith.
21 CF 12564. You're here charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle. There is probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you.
Your Honor, he does qualify for pretrial release. I would ask for pretrial release in this case.
What says the state?
Your Honor, if it could be accompanied by a monetary bond. His last conviction was May of this year. He also has 17 felonies, so I would also ask for a monetary bond, Your Honor.
I show 20 failures to appear, Ms. George. 20.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand. I just saw that he qualified.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate you making the argument. Let me look at this really quickly.
And just for the record, I missed the 20 failures.
You what?
I didn't see the 20 failures to appear, Your Honor. I didn't notice that. Sorry.
I just don't understand how this qualifies for pretrial release to begin with. All right, I'm not going to place you on pretrial release. I was inclined to raise your bond, but I'm not going to do that. Your bond is $2,000. You can have no contact with any victim or witness in this case. Or any co-defendant. All right, good luck, sir. Please tell me your name. 21 CF 12572. You're here charged with possession of cocaine, alprazolam, and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. There is probable cause. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2, and $100 on count 3. With special conditions, you can have no contact with any known drug dealers. You can't possess or consume any controlled substance while you're out on bond. Do you understand? Without a valid prescription. Good luck. Sir, please tell me your name.
Willie Williams.
21 CF 12574. Sir, you're here charged with possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia. There is probable cause. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. One moment.
And, Your Honor, given that they are nonviolent offenses, I would just ask that as opposed to revoking, if you are inclined to revoke, that you revoke and double. It appears he's out on bond, but he was in pretrial diversion, so I just ask that you consider that before revoking his bond.
His most recent failure to appear for court was earlier this year. All right, in this case, your bond is $1,000 on count one, $100 on count two. You can't possess or consume any controlled substance without a valid prescription or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to take no action on the out-on-bond case. Good luck, sir. Oh, my gosh. Yes.
I have an issue.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Are we done?
Why did you give me this? Yes.